Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to be getting to the truth of how they really feel about you now. So this can be your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, and your specific person. We're going to go in deep and get you lots of clarity today. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. It is so wonderful to have you here. I wanted to send a big virtual hug to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's already part of this beautiful family. You know how much I appreciate you and thank you for being here. So today I have many ways for you to choose your group. You can choose by deck, you can choose by crystal, and we will be assigning zodiac signs to each group as well. So you can pick from group number 1, number 2, number 3. You can pick them all, or you can pick your zodiac sign as well as your person's zodiac sign and combine those readings as well. There is no right or wrong answer. Be gentle with yourself and just know that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you really want specific guidance on what's going on between you and your special person on the unique journey that you're on, then I highly recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I believe in it so much, and because I love seeing your beautiful face on video call. It is so healing and transformative. I just feel like so much comes out from spirit, so many answers, so much clarity comes out right there in real time as you ask your questions. And we can also record it, because when you watch it multiple times, you would be shocked at all of the clarity that comes out that you may have missed the first time during the reading. So it's a very powerful experience, and I highly recommend it. But if that doesn't resonate, I also do pre-video recorded readings as well. So you have a lot of options if you go to livetarot.com/readings. I also wanted to let you know that we only have a few of the Blessed Twin Flame necklace available. This is a very special necklace that I sent to you in a very different way. So each of these hearts has a different design within it. So each of these necklaces are unique when you order one, and unfortunately it's only for United States customers. I will choose a necklace for you. I will put it in my altar where I've been praying and meditating for 20 years. I will infuse it with prayers and blessings for you, and I will send it to you with a handwritten card with a special and unique affirmation for you to use in your spiritual practice that is just for you. Okay, so like I said, we only have a few of these left, and so if that resonates, you can also get them at livetarot.com. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath, and let's see which of these you feel most guided to. So for group number 1, we have this deck and this crystal right here. For group number 2, we have this deck and this crystal right here. And for group number 3, we have this deck and this crystal right here. And then let's go ahead and get zodiac signs. For group number 1, we have Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. For group number 2, we have Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, and Scorpio. And for group number 3, we have Capricorn, Leo, Aries, and Virgo. All right, so go ahead and make your choice, and we will get started here with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose this crystal, this deck right here, as well as Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Let's see. What is the truth of how they really feel about you right now? We're going to start here with your oracle cards, and then we will also be doing your tarot. Interesting. That one just flew out. These two actually flipped over on their own, so we'll take those. Let's see. So we have community, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. We have slow and steady. And then we have the full moon completion. And we have tree grounding. But what I find interesting here is both of these cards have trees on them. So there's definitely a beautiful energy of growth here, which I really like. I feel for many of you, this could be a more newer connection. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like for some of you, this is something more recent. And so there's definitely an energy of excitement. You know, when you meet somebody new and you're getting to know them, you may not know them that well, but there's this tremendous magnetic attraction between the two of you. If this isn't a newer connection, for those of you who you've known this person for a while, there still seems to be like, you know, a more gradual unfolding. You know, like you may have known each other for a while, but you still feel like, you know, it's been slow and steady getting to know this person. It hasn't been the fastest kind of unfolding, but that's okay. I feel like your person is deeply attracted to you. I feel like they come from a very stable energy. So there's this sense of, again, this person is not the most like, wow, like, you know, they're going to sweep you off your feet. Everything is just moving so quickly. This person is somebody who takes their time. And especially when they feel something significant or something real, they like to take their time. They like to savor it. They're not someone who's going to just, you know, fall into something very quickly. And I think that's a good thing. This person is also someone who values community, family, other people around them. Okay, so they may also be wanting to see if you are the kind of person who can fit into their entire life, right? Not just their like not just their one part of their life, like their own individual life. This person really does care about building something that includes family, friends, and a community. So, you know, sometimes that is a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes, you know, it depends on who is around this person. Okay, so you may have to investigate, or you may have to learn who is actually around this person. Is their family or their community, the people around them who influence them, are these people good people, or are they toxic people, or are they kind of in between? Because I think this person really does care about that. I'm not getting the energy that this is some person who is like a lone wolf. Like, they may like to do their own thing, and they may be good about, you know, standing on their own 2 feet, but it doesn't mean that they don't have some sort of a tie to other people. And it doesn't mean that they don't care about the opinions of the people around them. Okay, so they may be somebody who does have family influence, friends influence, and I feel like part of what they're truly feeling right now is they feel this very deep magnetic attraction towards you. They feel very drawn towards you. They are very slow and steady in that momentum, which is fine. Like, it takes them time to open up. It takes them time to get to know you. But I think it's a good thing, because I do feel that this person is looking for something real. This is not somebody who's coming from a casual perspective. This is not somebody who takes love or relationships lightly. I feel like this person, we're getting a lot of this tree energy. So I feel like this person wants to plant roots. Like, they really do want to grow something real and solid. They're not in this for just today and gone tomorrow. They do believe in being grounded. There's a lot of earth energy here. I feel like they believe, see, with this completion, it's like they want something that is going to feel complete. Like, yes, I want the real thing. I'm not in the market right now for casual. I'm not in the market for just whatever. So I see something in you that really draws me. I see something in you that I could possibly, feel like I could build something, I could grow something, I could plant seeds, I could plant a tree with you. And I think that's what is on this person's mind. That's what they truly think and feel about you. And that may be why they are going slower. They're not rushing things because they want things to be right. I feel like this person really doesn't want something to go fast and then just kind of run its course and come to an end. I feel like this person is also very, very interested in getting to know you at a deeper level. They seem to be very curious about you, which is a good thing. I feel like these days, sometimes you have a lot of people who are so focused on themselves due to maybe their own challenges. Maybe they've been through some traumas, whatever it is. There's so much focus on internal sometimes that they don't express a true desire or curiosity externally to get to know the person that they are attracted to. Like sometimes there's this sense of like, I'm attracted to you. It feels amazing. Like, there's a physical chemistry, there's all that, but they're not really trying to understand your soul. Sometimes you might meet somebody you like very much, but they're not really trying to understand you at a deeper level for whatever their reasons are. I don't feel like that's what this person is. I feel like this person, as much as they are magnetically attracted to you, they are also very interested in understanding you at a deeper level, understanding your soul, getting to know the deeper parts of you. So I like this person's attitude that way. Like, they're very grounded. Okay, they're very real, and they want to show up with you in something real. What else can you tell us about the truth of how they really feel about group one? The moon. Temperance. Wow, we're getting major arcana energies here. Nine of Pentacles. King of Cups. Yeah, see. This person definitely has a deep capacity to fall in love. Oh, Queen of Cups. I love this. Oh my gosh, look how they are sitting facing each other. I love this. I love this. Beautiful. See, I'm telling you, this person very much has an open mind and an open heart to truly get to know you, to truly open up to you. Look at this, see? And look how beautifully these two came underneath these two trees. Okay? The King and Queen of Cups underneath the two trees right here. I think that is beautiful. Look how gorgeous this couple is. I just love it. This particular deck is so beautiful. It's one of my favorite decks. And I just love how they're like offering each other these cups of love. This is so beautiful. So this is what I'm saying. This person is very serious about you. Okay? They're very serious about this connection. I wouldn't even be surprised for some of you if this person is definitely already falling in love with you. Maybe they haven't, said it yet because they want to still get to know you, still want that time, in the process of getting to know you. So I feel like this person is definitely falling. Okay, they're definitely falling in love with you. And I think that's something that, it may not be something that they're immediately ready to say, but they're definitely starting to feel these deep, deep feelings for you. And I think part of what they're doing right now, this slow and steady, to me is very much associated with the moon, in the sense that they are not entirely clear in how well they know you. And that's why I feel like that, to me, this is the energy that's coming through from this person in terms of the truth of how they really feel. Right now, there are certain things about you that they're not clear on. So part of this might be because it's a more recent connection. Part of it might just be that, it takes time maybe for you, group one, to open up, to, bring down your walls, to let someone in. So there's certain parts of you that they are, that they don't know yet. And that's okay. They're still discovering you. There's certain parts of you that are unclear to this person. So they feel that they are falling in love with you, but they don't know you fully just yet. So they're trying to stay balanced. They're trying to, be in a softer place, in a gentler place of just allowing you to emerge from your shell, or allowing you to just like give you the balance and the security to bring your walls down, so you can also reveal your innermost self to them. And I think they are very okay with how that unfolds. They're okay with the timing of that. They're not in a rush. And look at this beautiful Nine of Pentacles. They really respect you. Okay, they really respect who you are. They feel that you are incredibly powerful, strong. Whatever you have built in your life, you've built on your own 2 feet. You have achieved things. You have worked hard. This is why I feel like this person sees you as someone who matters, as someone that they can build a real life with. And that's why we're getting so much of that tree energy, right? Like the foundation can be laid because you are solid. So what they know about you so far, group one, is that you are solid. You are solid. And they like that, because I think that's really important to this person. This person is a very good combination of what is practical and what is real, along with the emotional piece. Okay, so they're not going to fall in love until they feel that the practical aspects of the person and the relationship are solid. And that's how they see you. They feel that you are very, very solid. And to them, that's part of what they fall in love with, right? Your strength, your independence, your hard work, your ability to achieve your goals and reach what you want is something that is incredibly attractive to this person. Beautiful. I love this. What else can you tell us about the truth of how they really feel? Cycles, momentum, force, life cycles. Stay grounded in the now. See, so again, there's a lot of grounding energy from this person. This person is just a very grounded person. Lessons, knowledge, understanding, look for the lessons. See, so that's why I'm saying this person is deeply invested in learning about you. Okay, like I said, I feel like this is one of those maybe rare persons right now who they want to know the deeper aspects of you. Like they're really wanting to get to know who you are fully. They're not just okay with knowing the superficial parts of you. Material world, money, career, and status. See, again, interesting how this came under the Nine of Pentacles. So this is why, again, this person, very realistic, very grounded, and there's nothing wrong with that. They are looking for true partnership. They're looking for somebody who is solid because they want to build a life. Okay, so again, they love the fact that you are, whatever you've done in your own life is successful. Like, you reach a certain stage in your life, you're doing really well. See, transformation, breakthrough, and just a pause. While I think they are learning more about you. So I feel like this is also very much in alignment with what we've been seeing. This person knows that, life goes through certain cycles. They've been through challenges, you have as well. I think they're very aware of that. They're very aware that both of you have learned your lessons, but they're also looking for something deeper. So again, this person is not superficial. What they care about in terms of like things like money and career are just that stability, okay? Because they, I feel, value that in themselves. They seek out that stability, and they like the fact that you do as well. Look, that's a big one for them. Again, because they are not casual. They're not looking for a casual thing. They're looking for something real. They're looking to build a life, okay? They want a breakthrough to the next level of life. And it's almost like I'm getting power couple vibes. Like, you know, like they see you as, you are the kind of person they could be that power couple with, where they have both the abundance, the career, you know, like all the good stuff that comes with that, as well as love. Like, you're not compromising love for money. You're not compromising money for love. This person feels that you give that balance. You give that next level breakthrough. Like, wow, we could be a power couple and we could build something double, triple better than what we could on our own. So that's why, again, I feel like to me, this is them taking their time to get to know you, to not be superficial, to get in deep so that they can build something real. I love this. So if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace. Everything is at livetarot.com. These are also Amazon FBA, free shipping. They'll get to you very quickly. So if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. You have no idea how much it actually helps me and the channel. Please also give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose this crystal, as well as this deck, and Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Let's see. What is the truth of how they really feel about you? What is the truth of how they really feel? What is the truth of how they really feel about you, group 2? So we have unexpected income. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Stuck in the mud. Oh boy. Desert. Vision quest. Okay. So it's interesting. Both of these energies right here on these cards are very much about like earth, dryness, like desert, mud, you know? So I do feel that there's a very, very obvious kind of energy that this person is going through right now. And it has to do with something in their past or something that they're currently trying to let go of or get out of, okay? So this person is definitely going through a cycle right now that is challenging, but it doesn't really have anything to do with you. But it is affecting their ability or their openness to actually let in new love when it comes to you. And I think that is a problem. So right now, they've either been through a breakup or a divorce recently, or in somewhat the recent past. There might be a fallout, even if it's like a couple of years ago. There's still some sort of a fallout from this divorce or breakup, or they are trying to go through it now or trying to decide. Now, for a very small portion of you, not everybody, this could mean an active third party that they are stuck in the mud with, because we're getting, again, a lot of this stuck, dry, like this is a very like negative energy here. It's an energy of being kind of, you know, letting time go by and doing nothing about it. Okay, so this is very much of like this, you know, I am like this person who's, you know, wandering through the desert looking for water. Like, you know, I need to be saved. But to me, there's a lot of this like, okay, well, you can save yourself. Why are you not doing it? So I feel like for some of you, there is some sort of a ghost of an ex, as in there's still something that this person is trying to heal from, whether it's emotionally or financially. I feel for some of you, this person has had some sort of financial devastation from a breakup or a divorce, and it's an ongoing problem where they don't feel financially stable enough to open themselves to love with you. So it's not that they don't love you, it's not that they don't care. They are feeling very financially stressed out. Like look at this person on the card. Like they look like they're just forlorn, right? Like there's just too much pressure, too much stress. It's really distracting them. It's not making them focus on love and romance at this time. They may be more focused on, you know, earning more money to deal with whatever this is. For some of you, this person may be owing, like, you know, support payments, you know, somehow, like whether they have kids from a previous relationship, or whether it's just, you know, some sort of financial support that they must give to somebody else. Okay, so. And for others of you, again, like I said, for a small portion of you, there is an active third party here where this person is stuck right now because they're not able to make a decision. And for a small portion of you who might be waiting for this person to get out of the situation, they are stuck in the mud and they're not leaving because of finances. Okay, they're not leaving because they would have to pay this person something, or there's some sort of a living situation where they, you know, they would have to leave the home or leave the residence, like where they're living, and they may not feel comfortable or have a place to go. It might even be as simple as that. So I feel like this person right now, it's like the truth of how they feel. Yes, if they had mental or physical freedom, yes, they would wish to be with you, but right now they seem to be very, very caught up in being in a stuck situation. And they are not right now making the greatest of efforts. You know, it's like they have a vision, they have an idea of what they want. They may want to be with you. They may see their future, or the vision of their future may have you in it. But right now it's like they feel like they're in the desert. Like they're like wandering the desert, you know, in this very like restricted lack of abundance. You know, to me, this is also like a lack of abundance kind of energy, you know. Like, whereas if we saw like what we saw in group one, like trees, forests, anything that is green, it's very abundant. It gives you a sense of like, no, there are good things. There's an abundance of resources for me. But when you get like a desert energy, you feel like there is no abundance around you. You know, you feel like you're literally like thirsting in the desert, wandering by yourself, not really having a refuge. Okay, so that's where this person, you know, for whatever they feel for you right now, they seem to be distracted by what's in their kind of material conditions, or just really difficult choices that have to be made around those material things. I'd like to see some emotional energy from this person, because I feel like these are not showing, you know, their romantic emotions. They're showing more like their primary distraction from romantic emotions. Like, right, let's see, is their heart totally shut down right now because they're so distracted by the material parts of their life? Let's go deeper. What is the truth of how they really feel? Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Okay. So yeah, see, isn't this interesting? I was looking for Cups energy. I was looking for emotional energy. And it is quite unusual to not get that in a love reading. So again, I just feel like right now, this person, the truth of how they really feel is they're in no mood for romance. Like they're not in any mood for love. I feel like they are right now in their current energy, just for this moment, in this immediate future, their life situation is not open to love, right? Like there are things in their life that need to be fixed. There are things in their real world life that have to be resolved so that they can move forward to love. Okay, so the truth of how they really feel about you, they feel really bad, but it's almost like they've had to put you and their feelings for you on hold. So if you're sensing a disconnect with this person right now, if you're sensing a separation or a silence, like this person seems to be checked out, you are not wrong. Your intuition and what you're noticing, what you're observing is absolutely right, group 2. This person is very, very stuck in some sort of, I'm the victim. There's a bit of that. Okay. I'm the victim in my life situation right now. Like I'm just stuck. I have certain responsibilities. I have certain obligations. You know, I need to focus on that because I'm feeling really stressed out. You know, money is a problem. Okay. I know I have to do things differently. So I feel like this is to me kind of like the closest we can get right now to their energy around you and around love and romance. Ace of Wands. They know they have to do things differently towards you. Okay, that's where they're at mentally, emotionally. They know that they have to show up differently if they want to be with you. But they need to move forward or make progress towards leaving whatever has been holding them back in order to even think about doing something new or doing things differently with you. There are things that they need to put behind them. That's why I feel like for some of you, this is definitely some sort of a current third-party situation, or just, you know, again, fallout from a breakup, fallout from a divorce, fallout, you know, some sort of like needing to transition away from an old life into a new one. And that transition from the old life into a new one for this person is very challenging. Okay, because look at this. I feel like with this Page of Wands energy coming as like their central energy, I feel like they're not the most mature person right now in their life. Okay, it doesn't matter how old they are. They are still learning how to do things in a more mature way. This person struggles with that. They still have a lot of lessons to learn. I also feel that for some of you, not for everybody, they're also struggling right now with some sort of financial responsibility towards maybe children from a previous relationship. So they're either, you know, having difficulty, something maybe going on with kids. It doesn't matter how old they are. They could even be adults, but something could be wrong with them, as in they may have had to move back in with them. They may have to financially support them. They might have to be there for a child of any age, which is also placing much more pressure on this person to be able to move forward in their life and be with you. So they keep kind of getting pulled back. I feel like with this Page of Swords, like I just feel like this is my card of there are things I want to tell you, but I'm holding them back. Okay, because swords are meant to be held forward. They're not meant to be held back. So to me, the Page of Swords is always a card of communication that is being held back because somebody doesn't want to admit something. There are certain truths that are too painful to admit. There are certain like facts that are too painful to share because it would make them look bad. It would make them look like this person who allows themselves to be stuck and does nothing about it, doesn't want to do anything about it, or feels paralyzed. Like I feel like this person is right now emotionally paralyzed. Like they're not moving forward emotionally. They're still trying to deal with their current situation and their immediate past situation. They still feel like they are somebody who needs to, like, you know, build something because they don't have anything. So they're still trying to plant seeds. They're still trying to like figure out, you know, finances, living situation, the ex, the kids, like everything's up in the air. They need to build a new life, but they are not quite sure how to do it. They're very stuck, very paralyzed. That's the energy I'm getting from this person. So that's why we're not getting a lot of emotional energy towards you, because I feel like their emotions are paralyzed. They're so right now, like so stuck in the actual day-to-day of what they have to deal with, the day-to-day problems of what they have to deal with, that even though they may have this place in their heart for you, and they know that they're going to have to do things differently, they're going to have to move forward in order to be with you, it doesn't feel like it's the greatest priority right now, because they're kind of like drowning in their day-to-day responsibilities. So again, it's very unusual to not get any cups energy or any kind of emotional energy. And I think the reason for that is emotional paralysis. They're emotionally shut down. There you go. No. Family, see? Settling, see? Wow. Timing. Memories, see? Again, this is somebody who is still living in the past, okay? I don't think this is somebody who is moving forward. They're very much stuck, very resistant to moving forward, okay? Like I said, there is some sort of responsibility here to either a current situation that might involve children, to a past, to an ex that is still around, that is still financially tied to them, or children-wise tied to them, okay? And they are settling, absolutely settling for less. They're settling for it. They're choosing to stay stuck in that situation. There is a timing around this as to how long they're going to be stuck in that situation. And it's like right now they seem to be only be living off of memories of you. So whatever the beautiful moments that you have shared, the things that you have meant to each other are still in there in this person. It's not like they've forgotten that, but right now it's like you are a beautiful memory while they are dealing with their current situation. Okay, so they've kind of put you into this place in their heart, which is like, okay, you're there. I want this. I can't have it right now. I have beautiful memories of you, and I hope that you'll still be around when I figure all of this out. So there's kind of like this sense of, you know, there's a timing, like this is not the right time for me. I hope I can figure it out. But underneath it, they know they're settling for, you know, a lot of this I'm stuck in the mud, a little bit of that victim mentality as well. Okay, I'm so sorry. I wish I had much better news for you, but I don't sugarcoat, and I have to go with what Spirit is telling me. And actually, knowing this will save you from, you know, wasting your time, your love, and your effort on a person like this. Like, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're stuck. They're emotionally paralyzed, and they're not capable, at least right now, in this immediate timing, they're not capable of giving you what you deserve. So it's good to know that now than to continue to try to hold on to this person in this short term. You know, let them figure it out. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneurs, for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. These are on my website as well as Amazon FBA. Free shipping, they'll get to you very quickly. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace. We only have a few of these left. Everything is at livetarot.com. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. You have no idea how much it actually helps me and supports the channel. Also give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose this crystal, as well as Capricorn, Leo, Aries, and Virgo. And this deck, let's see. What is the truth of how they really feel about you? What is the truth of how they really feel? We're going to start here with your oracle, and then we will also do your tarot. Message. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Listening. Island and solitude. All right, so I feel like this person is someone who you may even question. I feel like you may even question, does this person even have romantic feelings for me? You know, like, you know how sometimes like you don't want to assume just from their actions. You know, you want to feel like what you feel is real and it is reciprocated and it is acknowledged. And I feel like this person is more of a listener than a talker, but it's not for the greatest of reasons. I feel like this person feels bad that they are not the most expressive in terms of showing you, telling you definitively what their romantic feelings are. And it's like they keep you guessing because there's something in them that is holding them back from being fully expressing of their true feelings. And I feel like this person definitely struggles with that kind of communication. Okay, they struggle with it. That's why we're getting message. I feel like it's like there's so many unspoken things between you and this person that I wouldn't be surprised, group 3, if you are just really struggling with the emotions around this. Like you feel very tortured because of the way this person is. It's like you know that they feel something for you. You know that there's this, look at the way these two are. You know there's a passion. You know they're holding it back. You know there's things that they're not saying that they want to say. You know that there are things that you want to hear from them. But the problem is you feel like you're doing all the talking while they are simply listening in silence. And it can feel so frustrating when you feel like you're pouring your heart out to this person. You're telling them how you feel, you're telling them what your thoughts are. And yeah, deceptively, it might seem like they're a good listener. And, you know, everybody's always looking for that. Oh, you know, I want someone who's a good listener. That's a good thing. But I feel like in this person, it's not as helpful because there's no balance between them listening to you pouring out your heart and them actually pouring their heart out to you. This is where it stops. They may even say this openly to you. Oh, I'm more of a listener. I like to listen. But they just will not express their thoughts and feelings at the same level as you do. And I think that is very frustrating. And this person is aware of that. But look, this to me is very hermit energy. I feel like that's who this person is in many ways. And it's not that they don't care. It's not that they don't care about you. It's not that they don't have those feelings for you, but they tend to be an island in and of itself. Like this person reveres solitude. This person wants connection, but I don't know if they are currently in this immediate timing right now, if they are ready for true love. You know, there's a difference. Unfortunately, it's hard to tell sometimes. There are people who want connection, who seek your warmth, your clarity. They bask in the sunlight of your love and your nurturing and your presence, but they're not seeking deeper love. They like just the connection part. They like the attention that they're getting from you. They like the warmth that they're getting from you. But they themselves are so much, you know, isolated or in solitude and prefer their own solitude. It's like they've gotten used to their own loneliness, that when you give them a bit of this lifeline, they'll take it, but it's not like they're stepping fully into it. And I feel like the way they feel about you is that, yes, they care very deeply, but they're not ready to spill their heart out to you. Like they're not ready to talk about or express through active and healthy communication, they're not yet willing to fully express their true and deep emotions. And that might just be out of their own fears, or even partially their actual personality. You know, sometimes people are just that person. Like there's somebody who's a bit more isolated. There's somebody who are not as willing to express their emotions in words, and you know, and so they may seem like they're a very good listener, and I'm sure they are, but you might be feeling that, you know, that's not balanced, right? Like you have to, it's great that you can listen, but I also need you to talk. I need you to express yourself, because I can't keep guessing. I feel like group 3, you might be feeling, I have to keep guessing or putting words in this person's mouth because they are not talking or expressing on their own. And that might be getting quite frustrating for you, okay? And this person realizes that. They do know that. I feel like they do deeply care for you, but they might have their own emotional limitations that have nothing to do with you. This is who they are. They struggle with the expression of their emotions. What else is the truth of how they really feel about you? 10 of Pentacles. The Hangman. Strength. So we're getting major arcana energies here. 8 of Swords. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This 8 of Swords is exactly the energy that I feel from this person. The Tower. There you go. Yeah, so I just feel like this person is very much someone who holds back, and holds back very deliberately. Okay, this is who they are, at least in the present moment. This is who they are. They see that they could have everything with you. 10 of Pentacles, like they feel like they could have everything. And this is not just about like, okay, I could be happy emotionally, I could be in love. They see that they could actually have a real life. Like you guys could build something solid together, you know? They could have everything they want here, and still they act like they're on the fence, okay? And again, that's why I feel for you, group 3, you might be feeling a level of frustration with this person right now. Like you may be wanting to like pull your hair out. You maybe would just be like, oh my gosh, I can't take this anymore. What is wrong with you? Like, don't you see what's in front of you? Don't you see what's possible for us? Like we could have it all. And yet you're still, I don't know. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I can express myself. I don't know if I can share my feelings. Just totally on the fence, stuck between I want this, but can I say it? I want this, can I claim it? And here is that Strength card in their central energy. And I hate to say this to you, but definitely this person lacks strength. There's some reason why they don't have the strength in this current moment to truly claim you and this future that they could have with you. Where is the strength? For whatever reason, they don't have it right now. They wish they did. They wish they did, but they don't. And it's almost like they have kind of built their life around the idea that it is strong not to need anybody. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you've gotten this vibe, this vibration, this energy from this person. Again, while they want the connection with you, while they feel that deep magnetism towards you, even though they do have romantic feelings for you, they have built their identity and their life around the idea that I don't need anyone. And that is my strength. My strength is that I can be just fine on my own. So I feel like that's why this person, their walls are not easy to penetrate. Okay, they have found strength in solitude. And this may be particularly because they have some sort of trauma in their childhood. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like this person has built themselves up as some sort of a powerful hermit because their childhood taught them that the only person they can rely on is themselves. And that's where true strength is. Not relying on anybody else, not loving anybody else. Only standing on your own 2 feet. And 8 of Swords. But I feel like they are starting to slowly realize that maybe that is self-sabotage. That in having this idea that I am stronger alone, I don't need to rely on anyone, I don't need anybody, that is actually them just denying themselves goodness in life. 8 of Swords. Just, there's nobody stopping this person from claiming love. It is they themselves who are stopping it. They themselves are standing there allowing themselves to be held back, wanting to be held back, thinking that is what is strong. If I hold myself back, if I don't give in to these emotions that I'm having, if I don't give in to this love that I'm feeling, I am stronger. I can still connect, I can still listen, I can still be there, but I don't have to fully express myself. I don't have to be fully vulnerable, and I don't have to fully see or express who I really am. And I feel like the tower is going to fall for them because this is a delusion. This is an illusion that they are feeding themselves. And as they get to a point where they realize that that is not enough for you, you're not going to just stand around accepting that. You're going to move on, and you're going to find somebody real that you can build this 10 of Pentacles with. That's when the tower is going to fall for them. That's when they're going to realize that, wait a second, you know, I gave up something so precious. I gave up something far better than this solitude that I've built my life around. What else is the truth of how they really feel? Ascension, expansion, and evolution. Split energy. Again, it's interesting how that came below this Hangman's energy. Community. Partner. Control. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So I do feel that, yes, this person is dealing with a lot of split, this Hangman, okay? They have to make a decision. And they've been delaying that decision. They don't want to make the decision. There's a part of them that does want to evolve, expand, and grow into what it would be like to be with someone like you. But they also realize that if they want to be with you, if they're going to choose to be with you, they will have to expand. They will have to grow. They cannot just be who they are right now, because who they are right now is not someone who can build that 10 of Pentacles with you. It's somebody who hides. It's someone who can't show up to you being entirely themselves. So you will always feel like you're chasing this person down. You're only living for their potential. Like you see that they can grow, but they choose not to. They choose to remain hidden and unseen because it's too much to come forward and show you who they really are. And this may be how they live their life as well. It's not just you. So they're constantly in a split energy of like, I want to be seen, I want to be understood, I want to show up fully for you, but I am terrified of what that would be like. So I'm going to remain small. I'm going to remain hidden. Again, I feel like this person, I wouldn't be surprised if this is how they are in their life. They like to remain hidden. They don't want to be seen. They like their solitude. They like to be in the shadows. Okay. They feel a lot of pressure from other people and being seen by other people. This is not somebody who is extroverted. This is not somebody who likes to be around family and friends necessarily. Not that they have anything against them, but this is somebody who feels pressure when they're around other people. They don't like other people's eyes on them, okay? I feel like for some of you, this person has also dealt with some sort of, you know, negative karmic partners in the past, and they may have had issues with, you know, being in relationships in the past, and this is a recurring pattern. Like people don't want to be with them, you know, because they never fully show up. Okay, so they can only be with people who are very like, look at how these two are. They can only be with people who are more on that superficial side, people who don't ask too much of them. It's easier for them to be with somebody who doesn't really ask them to show up in any real way, but kind of likes their presence, you know, wants them to be around, wants them to listen from time to time, but doesn't really expect too much more. And that's how they stay in control. This person definitely has issues with control. They want to feel like they control the environment, and they control how much they show up, they control how much they are seen, and they control how much they can hide. Okay, so I just feel like this person, they've lived this way for so long. They're now coming. And what I find very hopeful though here, even though this seems like they're kind of stuck in a particular way of life, what I do find hopeful is this Tower energy. I feel like Spirit is pushing them to finally open their eyes. Okay. So outside of you, not maybe having to do with you, something in their life is going to break free. Something is going to come down where they're going to realize that they can't live this way anymore. Spirit and life and the universe is going to push them to grow into this ascension, okay? Because they do have a desire for it, okay? But they're just not doing anything about it. And it's almost like life has to kind of push them into that. And I don't think it's going to come from you. And you don't want it to. You want this person to come to that realization themselves, that they're playing small, they're hiding, they're not allowing in real love. You know, they're just playing on the superficial field. But I feel like this Tower is showing us that that time is coming for them. Something is going to kind of push them, you know, almost violently out of this very complacent type of life that they're leading. And then we'll see what happens. We'll see if they step up. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the Oracle decks that I have created. Twin Flame Oracle is this one. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. These are available on my website as well as Amazon FBA. They're both the same. Free shipping. They'll get to you very quickly. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame Necklace. Where did it go? I don't know. It's off the table. Sorry about that. That's also on my website. Everything is at livetarot.com. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Oh, here it is. It was hiding. There's the Twin Flame Necklace. Please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. You have no idea how much it actually supports me in the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.